Yo, what is going on everyone? It's Shadow Hero and welcome to another top 5 video. If you did not check out the previous top 5 where I went through my picks for the first party characters to appear in Smash as DLC, I will leave a link in the description below for you to check it out. But today we will be going through my top 5 picks for the third party characters. So third parties in Smash is nothing new. We had Sonic and Snake join the cast in Brawl, and we have Mega Man and Pac-Man join Sonic in Smash 4. At that point it felt like a perfect game because we had all these iconic third party characters joining Nintendo's finest. But after Nintendo revealed the Fighter Ballot, these 3 characters joining Mario were clearly not enough. There are so many characters that Nintendo either no longer owns or flat out does not own the rights to that will be awesome and perfect to join the Smash Bros cast. Is it ideal? Yes. Is it possible? Not impossible, but unlikely. That's not to say that voting for third parties is a waste. Not at all. Nintendo themselves has stated that third parties are not out of the question when it comes to the ballot. They will consider every single character, but there's no guarantee that even the most popular choices will be able to become playable. Third parties especially, because there are all those legal loopholes that Nintendo will need to jump through, but we're not here to talk about any copyright legal BS. We are here to talk about some third party characters that need to be in Smash regardless of whether they have any chance to appear in the game. This list is based on third parties that I really like and would love to see them as DLC. Even though I did not take their companies into consideration when making this list, I will mention them when discussing each choice because I think it's interesting to take a look at the likelihood of that character getting into Smash. But enough of my ramblings, let's get this top 5 video started. Alright, so let's start with number 5, and oh boy, I had a tough time deciding which character will fill this spot. Sadly, I don't have many third parties that I would super love to see in this game. I even had trouble with the number 4 spot. My honorable mention almost took the number 5. But anyway, the character that takes this spot is Shovel Knight. Now don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed Shovel Knight. The amount of abilities that Shovel Knight had access to made it super fun, and the level designs were really creative. But I'm not in love with Shovel Knight. I would have no problem with Shovel Knight being in the game. In fact, I welcome the idea. Obviously, otherwise I would not have included him in this list. His design is very basic and would fit perfectly for Smash, and like I just mentioned, Shovel Knight has so many abilities in his games that a moveset for him would not be hard to create. I would also like to see Shield Knight maybe join in his final Smash. That would be awesome. It's also interesting to note that their developers, Yacht Club Games, are all for their character appearing in Smash Bros. So it definitely wouldn't be hard to get him in the game. It's just that I'm not begging on my knees for this to happen. Shovel Knight would be great. We could always use some indie representation in Smash, but this is just the bottom of the barrel for the characters that we want to see in Smash. Moving on to the number 4 spot, we have Sora. Ever since the pre-release of Brawl, I have always had 2 characters in mind that I wanted to join the game. Mega Man was one of them, which has been fulfilled. The second was Sora. Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite games of all time, and I've always wanted to see Sora join the Smash Bros. Family. Today, my desire to see Sora has gone down a little since then, only because there are so many other characters that I would rather see than Sora. But I can still picture Sora getting in the game. Sora has a lot of moves with his Keyblade, such as his strike rate and his combo finishers, as well as the variety of magic Sora has at his disposal that will really make his moveset unique. And I've always dreamt of his final Smash being Trinity. Having Donald and Goofy join Sora and pull off a devastating attack on everyone on the screen will be perfect. However, that does bring up an issue why Sora's chances of getting in the game are really slim compared to every other character on this list. The reason being is, number 1, Nintendo's relationship to Square Enix. Nintendo and Square's relationship is very bitter. Square has always had this bias when it comes to Nintendo's consoles, believing that their consoles are inferior, and have always fanboyed over Sony. Number 2, Disney. Not only do Nintendo have to deal with Square Enix, but they also have to go through Disney as they legally own the rights to everything Kingdom Hearts related. This will be a lot of extra work that I don't know if Nintendo will put the effort in just to get one character in the game. Granted, an iconic character that has had a number of his games on Nintendo consoles, but the chances of it happening? For the number 3 spot, we have my childhood character, Banjo and Kazooie. Oh, hold on. We need to upgrade this look. There we go. Now we got some power here. If you grew up with Banjo and Kazooie, then you would know why pretty much everybody wants these two to join Smash. Banjo Kazooie first released on the Nintendo 64 and was without a doubt one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, if I had made a top 10 favorite games of all time list, Banjo Kazooie would definitely be in the top 5. This is how much I love for these characters to be in the game, and it wouldn't be hard to create a moveset for them. Hell, they learned more than enough moves in both their games to provide a unique moveset. They needed to be in this game since Smash 64. Interesting thing to know is that during the development of Super Smash Bros. On the N64, there were a list of characters that Master Sakurai and his team wanted to see join the Smash Bros. Roster. Banjo and Kazooie were amongst the characters on this list. It never fell through though, probably due to time constraints, but it's interesting to take a look at how likely the chances were of Banjo and Kazooie making it into Smash 64 or even Melee. However, the sad truth is that Nintendo since then no longer owns the rights to anything Banjo Kazooie after Microsoft bought out Rare. So what are Banjo and Kazooie's chances to get in the game now? Well, interesting enough, the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, actually tweeted out that he would like to see Banjo and Kazooie join Smash. This is crazy and almost too good to be true. Yeah, almost. Sorry, but even after Phil Spencer tweeted this, I still have my doubts with Nintendo agreeing to work with their competitor, as including Banjo will be free advertising for Microsoft. And you just know that they will use this opportunity to hype up a new Banjo Kazooie game. But that being said, I would still love to see Banjo and Kazooie in this game. The amount of moves they learn in their games will make creating a moveset super easy. They are both lovable characters from a super fun game and will just overall be and have always been a perfect fit for Smash Bros. The number 2 spot goes to another indie character, but this one I would really love to see as a fighter, and it is Shantae. Now, why would I have a stronger desire to see Shantae in more than Shovel Knight? Like Shovel Knight, Shantae is an indie developed character. She has a very cute but basic design that will fit perfectly for Smash. The variety of moves in her games will make building a unique moveset for her super easy, and her indie developers way forward are all for including their character in Smash. They even went as far as to offer their assistance in developing Shantae's character. So why do I like Shantae more? Well, for one, and probably the most obvious reason, she is a girl. Yeah, I'm also sick to death of that lack of female discussion when it comes to Smash, because that really isn't the case anymore. While the number of females in this game is still lowered compared to the males, it's definitely a step up from previous titles. But that being said, we can always use another female rep. Another reason, Shantae just seems to be a more developed character to me. Now, to be fair, I started playing Shovel Knight and Shantae's game around the same time and have not even completed both their games yet. But in the time that I played their games, I just enjoyed Shantae's character more. She's funny, adorable, and overall a lovable character. I mean, just look at her. This is a come hither look. This is exactly how I got into her game. One look at that design and I just needed to play this game. The final and probably the one reason that could push Shantae ahead of Shovel Knight is the fact that she has, for the most part, been a Nintendo exclusive. Yeah, I know her next game is going to be multi-platform, but every other game since then has been on a Nintendo console. From her first game being on the Game Boy Color, to Risky's Revenge being a downloadable DSiWare title, and Pirate's Curse being a downloadable on the Wii U and 3DS. So yeah, I could definitely say she has some love for Nintendo. Come on, Shantae should definitely have a chance to get in, and don't no one tell me that there should not be any indie representation in Smash. Shantae and Shovel Knight more than deserve a shot to be on the roster. What, because they're not iconic that they don't deserve a slot? Shut the hell up. Look at characters like Shulk, Robin, and even Olimar. Are they iconic? Could you show these characters to someone that never played their game before and they would immediately know who they are? Of course not. So this is not a legitimate reason why indie characters should not be considered. Not to mention that unlike other third parties, as I said earlier, Shantae has had history with Nintendo. So she more than deserves a chance to be in the game. Way more than other characters I see people voting for. Yeah, you know the ones. Anyway, before we get on with my number 1 pick, I have one honorable mention, and it goes to a Bravely Default character. Now when making this top 5 list, I wanted to include a Square Enix character. Obviously I was stuck with either Sora from Kingdom Hearts or a Bravely Default character. In the end, I gave Sora the number 4 spot, as I had a past desire to get him in Smash since Brawl. But still, I would love to see some Bravely Default representation in Smash. But who will represent the series? The characters that stuck out to me the most will be either Anya's or Tiz. And after discussing my number 2 spot, you all know who I'm rooting for. Anya's. But to be honest, there really is no difference between their characters. Every character in Bravely Default could pretty much use every weapon available, as well as have access to the variety of jobs that change their abilities. Not that their jobs will have any effect on their movesets for Smash, but really the only difference between each character will be their design and personality. So if you wanted to vote for Ring a Bell, who for the record is my least favorite character in this game, go right ahead. Honestly, I'm surprised no one is really talking about this game when it comes to the character votes. Everything I see regarding their inclusion in Smash has just been through text in some random form. But I guess the reason is similar to what I stated with Sora. Square Enix. But finally, for my number 1 most wanted third-party character to appear as DLC in Smash Bros. Is Bayonetta. Oh my god. Bayonetta in this game will be a dream come true. Ever since we heard that Bayonetta's games will continue on the Wii U, I've been dreaming of the day for Bayonetta to join the Smash family. Creating a moveset for her will be rather difficult though. If you play Bayonetta, then you would know that she has her combos with her punches, her kicks, and her guns, but her true strength lies in her Wicked Wheeze and her Witch Time. These attacks are iconic to Bayonetta's character, but how would they implement them in her moveset? Witch Time could possibly be used as a counter similar to Shulk's counter, since it's essentially him perceiving the future to counter an attack. It's kinda lame, but it's the best way to represent Witch Time, unless you want to use it in her final smash. But I think the best move in Bayonetta's arsenal for her final smash would be the Wicked Wheeze, especially her climax finishers. Bayonetta summoning a huge demon to just wreck everyone on screen will be a perfect final smash. Either way, Bayonetta has a variety of moves that she could use from her games that will really make her a unique character. Now the biggest argument against Bayonetta being in the game is the fact that she is too mature for Smash Bros. From Bayonetta's pole dancing like moves to her revealing body and her climax finishers, there's no denying that her games are just filled with sexuality. I even mentioned in the last top 5 that Tharia was removed as a trophy for the 3DS version of Smash, because she was apparently too revealing, which is still BS by the way. I mean, Tharia is not even partially sexualized in Fire Emblem. So if her trophy was removed because she was considered too sexy, how the hell is Bayonetta going to even have a chance to get in? We'll have many counter arguments to how Bayonetta can still have a chance to get in, and one of them can be summed up in one word: Snake. Bayonetta is not the first M-rated character to get in Smash. We all remember Snake being in Brawl. To be fair, the Metal Gear Solid series and Bayonetta series received M ratings for different reasons, but the fact remains, they are both clearly not meant for children. In order to effectively include Snake, they needed to censor his character. Instead of including gunshots with his movesets, they gave him a more explosive one. They could do the same for Bayonetta. Really, the only thing that needs to be censored is the fact that when she uses her Wicked Wheeze, her hair from her clothes are removed. They can make some minor changes to this detail and still stay true to the character. If they were to remove this, Bayonetta would actually show less skin compared to Zero Suit Samus and Shulk. Which brings up another argument. We already have characters that are similar to Bayonetta. Zero Suit Samus and Bayonetta share a similar body structure and have similar costumes. Also, Palutena has a pole dancing taunt. Bayonetta will not introduce these concepts into Smash, as they already exist within the game. So to sum it up, Bayonetta is not too mature for Smash. Master Sakurai, just make some minor changes to her moveset and we are good to go. Finally, one last thing regarding Bayonetta, because I'm going on a bit too far right now. Sega owns Bayonetta, and do we maybe have another character that already is representing Sega? Hello, Sonic! If this does not increase the chance of Bayonetta getting in because of Nintendo's best buddy relationship to Sega, nothing will. And I know people will be saying, we don't need another rep from Sega, we already have Sonic. And I just have to say, no! We can definitely get another rep from an already existing company within Smash. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Ryu. If Nintendo is already planning to add another Capcom rep to Smash, then we can definitely get another Sega rep. So don't no one try and make this an argument against Bayonetta getting in. Because you know what? Invalid. So yeah, let's end this. It will be a dream come true if Bayonetta gets in Smash. Getting her in the game will require some work, but I put all my faith into Master Sakurai. And if it does happen, whew, I can die happy. But that is my top 5 picks for the third parties to get in Smash as DLC. If you guys enjoyed this, please let me know. Smash that like button. Also, leave a comment down below. Let me know which top 5 picks do you agree with. Also, what are your top 5 picks for the third party characters? And if you want to see more videos like this one, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out tremendously. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Have a good day. And I will catch you all later. Peace.